Look, y'all, look. He did the hat shit, did this. Now watch him.
Last night, authorities have confirmed that a 12-foot monolith just showed up without permission, was given no permission and undetected. So there's no detection of it showing up.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. We're back with some creepy and interesting TikToks that'll make you question your reality. And before we dive in, hit the like button because it does help me in the algorithm. Let's get it.
Hey parents, maybe I'm a little bit late to the party, but do not let your children watch this movie. It is a new Netflix movie called K-Pop Demon Hunters. It sounds fun, right? It's full of bright colors, catchy music, flashy animation, but here's the problem. It's literally glorifying witchcraft and the demonic. This is one of the characters in the movie, and they perform a song called Your Idol. And the song is everything that you would expect to hear in a song called Your Idol. If you read the song lyrics, you can just see the play on words that's being used here. Keeping you in check, keeping you obsessed. Yeah, you gave me your heart, now I'm here for your soul. I'm the only one who will love your sins. Like, get out of here, bro. The Bible says have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but expose them. Think what you want to, but this isn't just harmless entertainment. It is spiritual messaging wrapped up in glitter and dance moves. Our children are being sold the idea that demons, witchcraft, and magic are exciting and fun. The enemy knows that if he can get our kids to sing along with it and cheer it on, their guards drop. Don't let Hollywood disciple your kids. Talk to your children. Teach them that Jesus is the light who exposes darkness. K-pop Demon Hunters may look fun on the outside, but don't miss what's happening underneath. Stay guarded and protect your family.
On a surface level, the name of that show doesn't seem too bad, but that theme song is the last thing I want my kids to be singing along to.
Hollywood loves revealing the truth in plain sight, and that's exactly what we see in this segment. During the middle of Chris's show, Will Ferrell and Chris perform a full-on satanic ritual. The segment starts with Chris stating that they have a ritual of the minds and states that Will Ferrell will be the shaman for this ritual. Ferrell then warns the crowd that the ritual isn't for the faint of heart.
We have this ritual of the mind. What I've been told is this will break me down.
It's not for the faint of heart.
You're gonna be my shaman and walk me through this thing.
Shaman, if you've got the guts to go there.
Remove the subject's clothes. Let us hair upon his baby skin, which can be accurately summed up as not yet a man, but not still a boy. Now the subject shall bathe the blood of a gifted turtle. This will make your show irresistible to viewers. Your show irresistible to viewers. It will be like one of those live NBC musicals that makes everyone lose their minds. Yes. But to be true great, the host must accept he's also one with Earth, a dirt person. It's not much of a metaphor here, it's just pretty clear cut. Make him a dirt person. Repeat after me. You are nothing. Increase the numbers. Increase the numbers. This is not art. Increase the numbers. Increase the numbers. This is not art. This is not art. Increase the numbers. Increase the numbers. Step up to this mirror. Don't hold back. Emu, you love that emu.
Why must I love
If you don't look into the mirror.
I love the emu. I love you, emu. Bring it to me. Bring it.
Suckle from my womb. The milk of strong, consistent, highly.
To me, your heart has to be filled with a lot of darkness to be able to perform a ritual like this.
So everybody keep talking about the Charlie Kirk shooting. But what's crazy is the stuff they caught before the shooting happened, y'all. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of little weird shit going around. What people are saying and shit. So I'm pretty sure everybody saw the shooting, right? And if you did, you seen this man right here. Before the shooting even happened, you seen this man do some weird ass movements, y'all. Movements that's not normal. And also, y'all, it's another dude that had a white cap on that did some weird shit too. He's holding the phone, and then you see him grab his hat and go like that. Then, a couple seconds later, you see him do some little shit with his arm, and then all you hear is pow. Look, y'all, look. He did the hat shit, did this. Now watch him. And right soon he did that, that's when the shot said, pow. Another thing people was talking about is this ring situation. I still don't know how it happened, but it happened. I watched so many different angles, and it's true. This man's ring went from right here to the pinky after he was shot. That shit's crazy, fool. How do that happen? Somebody explain. Then they are saying the dude that I just said that did the weird movement is the same dude that was there when Donald Trump allegedly got his ear shot. Somebody let me know. Are those the same people? Then we go to the alleged shooter. I think this is the third person they are saying is the shooter. They said he was a college person, y'all. He don't look like he in college to me. He could be, but it don't look like that to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think he's in college? He looked like one of them sharpshooters if you ask me. You know them little sharpshooters that be in the military and shit? That's what he looked like. But I could be wrong. I don't know, y'all. It's just a lot of things that's surrounding this that's just feel off. Y'all let me know what y'all think about us down below in the comments.
Unless that one security guard has a twin, it looks like the same guy that was with DJT. And if that's the case, that by itself is suspicious.
These birds fake?
That might be a true example of having a battery in your back.
Just pulled up to the #1 fast food place according to Google. But they forgot to tell you that this restaurant's on demon time. Okay, let's examine this Taco Bell. First of all, you see the 6? Oh yeah, you don't see the 6. Let me show you the 6. Where's my finger at? All right, so 6, and then you see the eye, the serpent eye, that's a snake eye. Now why would they have those two things in a symbol? But check this out. This symbol's just not on this side of the building. It's on 3 sides of the building. So you mean to tell me y'all out here eating 666 food? Y'all eating the devil's pie. And Google claims that this food is the #1 fast food to eat out of all the fast foods. We got KFC over there. You know, that ain't even real chicken. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on over there. But this right here, come on, bruh.
I've looked at Taco Bell's logo a million times in the past and I've never noticed that, but now I can't unsee it.
Breaking news, and by breaking news, I mean this literally just happened last night. But in Vegas, where I live, right outside of Vegas, a 12-foot monolith showed up out of nowhere last night. Now, there's an area outside of Las Vegas, if you're familiar with Las Vegas, that's called 7 Magic Mountains. And it's this art installation. It's this gigantic structure of rocks that are different colors, and it's basically like a tourist attraction, a place where you can take photo ops and stuff like that. But last night, authorities have confirmed that a 12-foot monolith just showed up without permission, was given no permission and undetected. So there's no detection of it showing up. And they have said that it will be removed, but further investigation is going on right now before it's removed. But this literally just happened last night outside of Las Vegas. And it's not the first time that a monolith has just randomly shown up all over the entire world. But I wanted to share that with you guys now. It is on the news. You can Google it. You can research it. But yeah, a 12-foot monolith just showed up in Las Vegas.
To this day, I'm baffled by these monoliths and how they just show up out of nowhere, but for the mere fact we have no idea how they got there, I'll be very hesitant to even touch them.
Cepat lagi tiap tahun.ចម្លាញ់មែនតើ
They look like geckos, but I've never heard of one with a fiery tail, but that cameraman is way braver than I am.
The internet is connected to the Akashic Record. Social media is the Akashic Record. The internet and social media is not what y'all think it is. Did you know that the internet is actually connected to internet cables underneath the ocean? Ask it. Is the internet connected to the seas or the ocean? Yes, the internet is physically connected to the seas through submarine fiber optic cables. These cables run across the ocean floor, linking continents and enabling global communication. So the internet is a real-life Ethernet. The internet is connected to the cosmos. The internet is basically a cosmic library. That's the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is a cosmic library. That's where all information is stored, all thoughts, all events from the past, all events that have yet to pop off. That's where all information is stored. That's the internet. That's why we in the age of information, the age of the internet. It's the internet. Everything you do is being recorded into the Akashic Records. The internet is the all-seeing eye. So it's a little documentary movie that proves that on social media, everything is being recorded and you're being watched. So I said, that's why the social dilemma proves that everything, literally everything, is being recorded and watched on the internet. Because since it's connected to the ether, it's always been recorded into the Akashic Records. She said, exactly. The internet, as an extension of the ether, mirrors the function of the Akashic Records, an energetic archive where all thoughts, actions, and events are imprinted. Just as every digital action is tracked, stored, and analyzed, the Akashic field records everything on a metaphysical level. The social dilemma just exposes this technological layer of what has always been happening on a cosmic scale. So what you do on the internet is being recorded and stored into the Akashic Records. You are being recorded. It don't matter if it was a post that you deleted. You probably posted something or made a comment from 5 years ago. That comment was stored into the Akashic Records, and it will play back at the end of your life cycle because the internet is the all-seeing eye. That's the Akashic Records. It's connected to the Ethernet. It's not what you think it is.
I don't believe that humans invented the internet. I think the internet is ancient, millions or billions of years old. But I don't think invention as a concept exists. All you're doing is discovery. What we call an invention is really just discovering that certain parts and certain components can be put together or transformed to produce something else. Technology is not a path or progression. It just happened to progress a certain way in human history. But all of the materials or the prerequisite materials exist in the world. A caveman could have built a phone 1 million years ago. So all invention is discovery. We didn't invent that light waves and radio waves can store bits of information and that you can send those across distances or through cables. Because the internet is so old and primordial, it's no surprise that there can be a lot of strange phenomena. Things like your thoughts affecting the algorithm or your mood changing the behaviors of people interacting with you, and various other things such as synchronicities and noetics, things I usually just call technomancy. There's other strange occurrences as well, such as haunted websites or the feeling of being watched or feeling that there's a presence, malfunctions and glitches that can occur through a seemingly unrelated set of circumstances. For example, some people seem to always have technology go wrong around them, while others seem to never have an issue. Sometimes Wi-Fi signals just don't work well around people. Within this cyberspace or the internet, you have things like the deep web and the dark web. The World Wide Web is just our interaction with this internet, so this cyberspace. I believe there are very old entities that can exist within the internet. These entities have ways of organically accessing the internet. Probably not unlike Neuralink, just minus the technological hardware. Ultimately, I believe that these entities are microorganisms. The internet that we use is the same one that goes on through the mycorrhizal network in forests.
A rock, a meteorite, or whatever you want to call it, fell out the sky in Panama. A man went and tracked it down, found the rock, or whatever it's called, brought it back to his home, and it started growing, y'all. It reminded me of something off of the Stranger Things. That joint look like it got tentacles, y'all. Look at this shit. This how small it was at first, y'all. As you can see. Look at it. Hey! And now, it's like this. What the is that? I don't know what that is, y'all. This joint look like it belong on Stranger Things. Look like it got a heartbeat and everything, fool. This shit crazy. Somebody let me know what the hell that is. This shit got the internet talking. Because this ain't no hoax. The man went live and showed this shit too. Like, I don't have nothing to lie for, y'all. I don't know what it is. It looked like fungus. It looked like something I wouldn't want in my home. At all. Like I said, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below on what y'all think it is.
For the mere fact that thing grew almost 5 times in size, there's no way that's a meteorite.
Why is there a strange looking metal plate along the side of the road in Norway? It's not just decoration. It's actually a creative public design that makes life much easier. Many Norwegian cities are built on steep hills, and for people who bike to work every day, especially elderly riders or those with limited mobility, the ride home uphill can be exhausting. To solve this, the city installed a special bicycle lift. The concept is simple. While riding, you place one foot on a small platform built into the track, keeping your other foot on the pedal. Once you start it, the platform steadily pushes you and your bike uphill at about 5 miles per hour, taking you to the top without any extra effort. Known officially as the bicycle lift system, it's currently the only one in the world. Since its installation, it has helped countless people conquer steep climbs, and because of its uniqueness, it has also become a tourist attraction. Many visitors come just to try this effortless uphill ride and enjoy the feeling of reaching the top without even pedaling.
Whoever created that is a half genius. There's no reason this is not built in America yet.
There's studies, there's decent ones actually showing that people are way less depressed when they use Botox because there is this neuromuscular feedback. The muscles that are responsible for frowning and being angry, if they can't fire, your brain doesn't actually read that. There's also studies showing that people who use Botox don't have as much empathy because they can't actually make the muscles move that are responsible for empathy, like moving your eyebrows. There's a lot kind of going around out there, but this study is the one that I actually cared about. Astrocyte-driven inflammation. The reduced acetylcholine in the brain that's triggered by the Botox triggered the astrocytes to release TGF-beta. TGF-beta upregulation sets off a whole cytokine storm. And then this chain reaction leads to synaptic pruning, meaning the neurons were pruned back.
Now let's move forward to another article that I found about Mr. Kanye West. And it says here, Kanye West blonde hair and the psychologically of celebrities post-trauma hair changes. Okay? These post-trauma hair changes are a way for public figures to suggest that they've undergone a transformation, according to industry psychotherapist Dennis Palumbo. This man, Dennis Palumbo, is down with the shits. He's saying that they undergone suggest they undergone a transformation, okay? No, he know what transformation they're talking about. The MK Ultra mind control, mind splitting transformation. That's what Mr. Palumbo's talking about. I'm pretty sure he has had his hand in the pot during their MK Ultra programming. Now let's continue. It says, for people in the public eye, when you go into rehab, have a traumatic experience like being robbed, go through a painful and very public divorce, or have a career disaster of another kind, looking different is a way to demonstrate, even unconsciously, that they have a different persona, the Sherman Oaks, Cali-based doctor explains to Hollywood Reporters. He's a doctor in California, so this is their personal doctor. Of course, he's going to try to find some type of...
I understand regular civilians may dye their hair blonde for fashion, but I think it meant something totally different for Hollywood celebrities.
Blowing Cave is said to be one of 7 entrances to Inner Earth, aka Portal. It's also said it's one of the most popular legends that there is a human-like being race that is blue. Look at this. Look what this dude is doing. I'm not going down there to find out about nothing. Now, because it is in Arkansas and so am I might go to the cave. and I might walk into the entrance of said cave, but no, ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. But this cave in particular is said to be one of 7 entrances in the world to inner Earth. And it's also said that it is inhabited by a race of human-like beings that are blue. This shit is weird.
In the book of Enoch, when he said he went to the middle of the earth, did you know that you can go there on Google Earth? If you type in the lowest elevation on Earth, which is the Dead Sea, and go right there to the Dead Sea, which is called the Jordan Valley Rift, because that's where a big earthquake ripped the earth open, that river filled in all of that and made the Dead Sea. And if you go down where the angels were talking to Enoch, and they wrote everything down for him, that's right where we found the Dead Sea Scrolls 2,000 years later. You can click on those little picture bubbles and see the caves that were sealed up for 2,000 years. Book of Enoch, chapter 7, verse 42. And I went thence to the middle of the earth. The Dead Sea is the earth's lowest point right there, and it's also the world's deepest salt lake. That's like 1,400 feet below sea level. It says right here in verse 61 that Uriel showed him all around and then wrote everything down for him in this next verse right here. At the beginning of chapter 7 in the book of Enoch, it tells you that Uriel is a holy angel that is over the world and over Tartarus. This valley with those caves up there, that's what AI thinks Tartarus looks like. And this is the cave that they found the book of Enoch in. Genesis, Enoch, Exodus, and the book of Jubilees were the most prominent scrolls found. Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 9. And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Go to my bio page, click on my link tree right there, and then go right down here and click on the Book of Enoch, the Watchers, and you can read all of that for yourself. Do everything you can to spread the word. Did you know these people right here put a Bible verse on all of their products? Behold, I stand at the door and knock. You know me and my family love you, so like and follow the trumpet for more. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day.
So y'all know how roughly an empire lasts 250 years? Well, next year, 2026, that's when America celebrates its 250th year. And there has already been speculation that Babylon is about to fall. Empire lasts 250 years, usually. And America is approaching that point in time. All great nations had their run. And then guess what? It falls. Talk about Assyria, 247 years. Persia, 208 years. Greece, 231 years. The Roman Republic, 233 years. The Roman Empire, 207 years. That's a big one. The Arab Empire, 246 years. Mamluk Empire, 267 years. The Ottoman Empire, 250 years. Spain, 250 years. Russia, Romanov Russia, 234 years. Britain, 250 years. America is approaching that. That is why it seems like America is about to fall. It's because it's already written. It's because it's a spiritual thing. It's all spiritual. Do y'all not see it? Do you not see it? Look at this list. None of them went past 250 years. So America might have a year left. And if it goes longer than that, that would surprise me.
I'm not sure if America is Babylon that's mentioned in the Bible, but if it is, just based on the social temperature, we might be in the 4th quarter.
What are y'all's theories on this knowledge and how did it go away or when did it go away?
After the flood, you start to see a steady decline in the activity of the gods and the affairs of men. So you have Nimrod who builds the Tower of Babel, and I think the reason that God is mad at the Tower of Babel incident is because they had disobeyed his command to spread. But it's interesting that he judges the tower specifically, and he mentions the tower. Like, if they build this, they'll be capable of who knows what. Babel in Hebrew means nonsense, but Babel in Babylonian means the gate of God. And so what they were trying to do is build this ziggurat structure, and at the top there's a temple that is the gateway to heaven. They were trying to usurp the throne of God, and they were going to place themselves in his throne, specifically led by this demigod Nimrod. And then later, you see how God is saying, like, no, it's not wrong that you want to be with me in heaven. It's wrong that you want to do so in a way that usurps and is disobedient. And so later, you see God's answer to the Tower of Babel in the dream that he gives to Jacob in the wilderness, that God was saying, this is how it's going to be done. I am going to open the gate of heaven. and I'm going to invite you up by descending myself first. But if you try to climb up on your own strength, and especially the only way to do that is by using these demonic powers, not only are you going to fail, but I'm going to destroy you, and I'm going to judge you. I think that a lot of that was being used in Babel, and then I think the dispersion actually served to get man away from his own problems. So in a sense, God was showing mercy by confusing their language and making them disperse.
Honda just became the first company to land a reusable rocket. The automotive giant's experimental rocket reached 890 feet in altitude, then landed within 15 inches of its target after a 56-second flight. Japan now joins the exclusive club of nations with reusable rocket capabilities, breaking dependence on foreign space launch providers and positioning itself as a major space economy competitor. This 6.3-meter rocket weighing 2,800 pounds demonstrates how Honda transferred their combustion engine expertise and precision control systems from automobiles directly into aerospace technology. The achievement puts Honda in direct competition with SpaceX and Blue Origin, proving that established manufacturers can disrupt the space industry using existing technological expertise. This represents a massive shift where traditional automotive companies are becoming aerospace giants by leveraging decades of engineering knowledge in new frontiers. Honda aims for suborbital launch capability by 2029, potentially transforming from your neighborhood car dealer into a space transportation provider within this decade. When car companies start landing rockets more precisely than space companies, what industry is actually safe from disruption by unexpected competitors?
Elon just got himself a new competitor.
He could see the demons that were oppressing him, we'll say, and he started calling them out by name. And there's quite a lot of them. And my mom said that most of them had sports figure names. The one I remember for sure was Michael Jordan.
That was the name of the demon?
Yeah. So at the time, maybe it was like Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. He was a big basketball fan. Sports were a big part of his life. I think maybe it took like an idol place in his life, like sports did. And so that's just what they were calling themselves. I don't know. Like maybe they filled that hole. That spot that's supposed to be filled by God. Maybe it was filled by sport. And so it was an easy spot to slide into for them to continue being that idol position for him. I don't know. But those were the names he was calling out. He was binding them or rebuking them or something during this, like when he was in the trance, convulsing underground.
Wow. That's really interesting. I never heard that before. It says here, some deliverance ministers have reported demons claiming names associated with power, fame, or influence. The idea is that demons intimidate or distract through names that carry weight in a culture. In modern times, if someone is influenced by sports figures or idolizes them, a demon could conceivably use that name to establish a psychological foothold. That's really interesting.
You could tell that mascot been practicing because this would normally take about 50 tries to get it down packed, but that's it for the video. Thanks for kicking it with me, but before you leave, hit the like button and sub up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.